in the playoff played them in a combined 8 under par, highlighted by Fowler's eagle birdie finish. Any kind of expectations here as to who might be the favorite? It's been more than an hour since Rickie Fowler's been out there, but they take aim at this par 5 16th first aggregate.
All three players are hot as can be. Rickie had sort of been cooled off for quite a while now. How long it's been? Over
more than an hour. Yeah, he finished at 5:42 local time.
That could be a disadvantage, but he's also sort of collected himself. So, and then of course Garcia is the best, you would think, but there's something about him that he's a clutch guy. I mean, I could see him playing those last 3 holes 2 under. So I don't know much about Kisner, but I'm impressed with what I've seen. And I know Roger Maltby is like saying, wow.
Yeah, 42nd player. Best day we've ever seen as we show you some of the highlights. Let's check in with Rickie Fowler's incredible finish. He'd already birdied 13 and 15 to get to 8 under, and then this shot at 16. Again, reminiscent of Fred Couples back in '96. That could have gone the other way. That could have bounced right.
It could have, but that was a shot of the day right there.
Eagle there for Fowler, moves it to 10 under, and then the tee shot at 17.
Really well under control. He choked out on the club. Just kept it low. This spin.
That just under 7 feet to get it to 11 under. Huge roar here for the popular Fowler at 17.
Really hard putt to read. It breaks towards the back of the green, and he just snuck it in the lower side.
So then he heads to the par 4 18th, and after getting a nice read from Derek Fathauer, had the same line just earlier. Fowler just read it perfectly. So an unbelievable 6 under in the last 6 holes finish. And while he was finishing up, Garcia was over at the 16th. This was his eagle try over at the par 5.
He had a really good second shot off a big hook lie and was able to hold it straight and put it on the edge and put it down for a short birdie putt.
He was 2 back as he came here to this hole, so that birdie got him within 1. And then at 17, he didn't get the roll down the hill there to get it closer, but no need.
Somehow he read this to break way to the back of the green. You know, you just can't read that, and he did.
And that putt of 43 feet 10 inches was the longest putt he has made this season. So Garcia gets in at 12 under, and then Kisner, who is 2 back, his 3rd at the par 5 16th.
Yeah, that heavy rough to get the right distance control on that was really hard to do, and he knocks it down about 3-4 feet.
So like Garcia, he moved to 11 under 1 back, and then he gets to 17 for birdie.
Plays it straight, and it goes right in the hole.
And then has a great chance after a beautiful drive and an excellent approach. This would have put it away for Kisner.
I think he got a bad break. It sort of kicked right about 2.5 feet off the ball, off the putt, and then it started breaking left. I'm not sure why it did that, but I haven't seen it all day.
So once again, here are the holes. We've been calling them one of the greatest finishes in all of golf, and it's because the wide variety of possibilities, the risk reward, par 5 16th, and then you can't help but take a little look to your right over at the Island Green at 17, where everybody seemingly was pouring in birdies, and then the 18th where Kisner had a chance to end it all. So it's an aggregate 3-hole playoff here. Johnny, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, there certainly isn't a better place in the golf course to go 3 holes and add them up and see who wins.
I mean, this is something else. I've never been involved in a championship that had more people that could get in the playoff or win. And you know, it's great that Rickie set the standard with that 6 under the last 6.
Yeah, that's what you really like about a tournament. You like to have a guy post early, wait, and just kind of add that angle to the drama.
Absolutely. There's nothing better, especially when he hit the number right on the head. You know, you talked about 13 unders, won the players the last few years. Darn near, I thought somebody might get to 13 after Rickie did, but wow, that's just a wowzer finish.
Yeah, it would have been almost poetic had Kisner rolled that in to match that number, which has been the winning number at 13 under. And by the way, the cut again this year, like in all those 13 under numbers, was even par. So you've got this kind of strange coincidence going with the numbers here at TPC Sawgrass. But Johnny, once again, this golf course and this field proves to be pretty much unbeatable as far as drama goes year after year.
No, this is going to be wonderful. 16, 17, and 18, and there's possibilities. Got eagle possibilities, water possibilities, all kinds of things.
If you look back at Kisner, this was a guy who was +2 after 7 holes in his second round, seemingly on his way to missing the cut. And again, it's the kind of golf course, if you can get there to the weekend, even was the number, you have a chance. And Kisner slowly built his way back into the picture on the weekend and is now with 2 of the biggest stars in the world.
Yeah, I just sort of hold my breath to see, how it goes. Hopefully the players will keep the hammer down and make them lots of birdies and make it exciting.
The more thrills and spills for the PGA Tour this season. This is the 7th playoff in the last 13 PGA Tour events. So once again, playoff drama to decide here the crown jewel of the PGA Tour.
Okay. They're all sort of smiling like, wow.
They're still awaiting the arrival of Rickie Fowler. In the meantime, there was another little guy down there that said, "Can you take me along in the playoff, Rickie?" Looking for a little snack at the same time.
Maybe that's good luck.
Maybe I can figure out a way to open up one of these zippers. So now Fowler approaching the tee at 16. Again, he eagled it earlier in regulation. But for the week, Garcia has the advantage at this par 5, playing at 4 under with 4 birdies.
Got Jay Henderson, Price Waterhouse Cooper, Fine Services. Jay, Deputy Commissioner, is going to help us here now. Guys, we're going to play 16, 17, and 18 aggregate score. Whoever has the lowest score after that is the course champion. If it's tied after that, we're going to go 17, 18, 16, 17, and 18. Okay?
If it's tied, then it's 1 hole.
That's right. It's tied after 3.
It's not 17 and 18.
That's right. But if it's tied after the 3 holes, we're going to go 17 first, and then we're going to 18 and then 16. Okay? Now, Rickie, you finish first. You'll draw first. Sergio, you finish
second.
Yeah, second. You'll draw.
Second.
Okay. Second. There you go. 3. Okay. Kevin, lead off. Gentlemen, play well.
All right, Dan, as you mentioned, 2 recognizable names, one not so much. Sergio Garcia, the 10th ranked player in the world, Rickie Fowler, the 13th, and Kevin Kisner, the 123rd ranked player. And we see how they've played this set of 3 holes. Fowler 6 under, Garcia 6 under, and Kisner just 1 under. Kisner will have the honor. He'll play first.
This is going to flame out to the right. This is going to miss the fairway.
Well, and chances are that will force a layup. Garcia next to play.
This one has started up the right-hand side also and hit it a little bit high.
And that will miss the fairway as well. So, opportunity for Fowler to perhaps jump out in front here with a good drive. Remember, he made 3 here in regulation.
That's all three of them. This well right as well. Maybe the furthest one right.
Okay, so no one able to hit the fairway on the first playoff hole. Garcia, Fowler, and Kisner, 3-hole aggregate playoff to determine the players' champion.
At the first tee, they're teaching us how to set goals. It doesn't matter how big or small they are.
I want to break 80 someday.